seems to be some kind of trouble outside.
That weird bloke's got away with the gear. We've got to get after him.
I was right. The doctor was in it all along. Baz and his gang set up all this to rescue him, and now they've got away with their boss and the drugs as well.
I don't belong here.
He's gone!
He won't get far. I caught him a good one with the kush.
We know where he'll be making for. This time I'm ready for him. Come on!
What's going on, sir?
Just a bit of a riot.
Shouldn't we go in and help, sir?
No, ignore it. Get moving.
Well, there's the police box, but there's no sign of the man. The odd thing is, it feels alive.
No point in hanging around here.
Maybe the poor man got arrested. You said he was a bit strange. If the police found him here, they might have thought he was involved.
Then I better go tell them he wasn't. There he is! Doctor, are you alright? You've been hurt. What happened?
Sorry. Must get away. Wrong time. Wrong place.
Oh, you!
Where do you think you're going with my gear, Doc?
Goodbye.
I'm a dead man without that gear.
Hey!
I brought this with me. For the doctor.
Well, he's gone now. You've missed your chance.
You're still here. And you started all this, didn't you, Sam?
This all seems like deja vu. Right place, wrong temporal coordinates.
How dare you! Do you realise, you stupid old man, that you'd have died in the Cave of Skulls if Ian hadn't made fire for you? And what about what we went through against the Daleks? Not just for us, but for you and Susan too. And all because you tricked us into going down to the city.
But I...
Accuse us? You ought to go down on your hands and knees and thank us. But gratitude's the last thing you'll ever have, or any sort of common sense either.
Paleolithic. Somewhere around 100,000 BC, probably. Now how did I know that? And why am I using the scientific terminology of Earth? Saber-toothed tiger. Very fine specimen too. Done for, poor thing. It won't survive that wound.
He's right. We're too exposed here. We'll make a step to the tail. Take your coat off. Susan, try and find me 2 poles. Only one, fairly straight.
The old woman won't give us away. She helped.
Do you think so? These people have logic and reason, have they?
No, you must listen to the old man.
Rapidly as night and day.
Leave the savage. He will perish from his wounds.
How about giving us a hand?
Well, the old woman won't give us away. And now that we've got these two on our side, we should get back to the ship.
No! No!
Grandfather, wait! I'm coming with you.
No, Susan. It's far too dangerous. You must stay here.
No, Grandfather, I shan't. There's nothing here for me if you leave. No reason for me to stay on Gallifrey. If you steal a TARDIS machine, you'll become a hunted fugitive. How am I supposed to live here after all of that?
It's absolutely out of the question.
You're not getting your own way this time, Grandfather. No, not this time. This time you're going to listen to me for a change. If you're leaving our home planet to go out there in the universe, I'm coming with you. You're not leaving me behind. I refuse. Plus, I couldn't bear it at all. The whole idea is just pure nonsense. So I'm coming with you whether you like it or not.
No, very well then, very well. But we'd better hurry.
And who are you, sir?
I am the doctor.
Nonsense. I'm the doctor.
You're the first doctor. I know all about you. Now.
Good grief. 7 regenerations. I am the first doctor and you are the 8th. I can tell that much, but no more. I have no access to your memories. Why do you seal your mind against me?
Not through choice, I assure you. My past is a closed book to me as well. Until we met, I had very few memories at all. Now I know what you know, but no more.
Then you know a good deal more than most. This memory malfunction, who did this to you?
That's one of the many things I still don't know.
Well, it's quite obvious what we must do. Yes, we must find your other selves. All 6 of them. They'll restore most of the gaps in your memory, just as I have. Though only up to the time in their lives that you meet them, of course. Of course, each time you meet a new self, you'll gain the remaining memories of the one before. With most of the gaps filled in, the remaining barriers will start to crumble, and in time you'll be whole again. Think of it. Think of this as a quest. You must make each step of the quest in turn. You must go back and encounter each one of your former selves in the correct order to enable all your memories to return. You must play this game in the right order, or you will forfeit 7 lifetimes of accumulated knowledge.
I only hope you're right.
Of course I'm right. I invariably am. Now, no doubt that's why you came, why you were allowed to come. Well, be off with you. Before the time bubble bursts and the others see you.
Time bubble?
It won't last forever, so you'd better be on your way.
Not yet. I have something to say to you first.
Oh, yes? About what?
About that. When I arrived, you were contemplating cold-blooded murder.
You don't know what was in my mind.
You forget. I do. It's my mind as well.
Don't interfere in what doesn't concern you, young man.
Could anything concern me more? Don't forget, I shall eventually bear the guilt of your crime.
We are currently being hunted by the rest of that savage's tribe. If we don't get back to the ship before they catch us, they will certainly kill us. Instead of leaving him to die, which we may as well do here as elsewhere, these sentimental fools want to patch him up and take him with us, making capture and death inevitable for us all. And you have a better idea?
I could see a better way of disposing of the problem.
And the end justifies the means.
In this case, yes. The lives of 3 innocent people and a Time Lord of Gallifrey.
Precisely.
It's still in you, isn't it?
What is?
The ruthless arrogance that has been the curse of our Time Lord race. Nothing must endanger us. Nothing must stand in our way. And if the lives of inferior beings have to be sacrificed, so be it.
How dare you take that tone with me?
Be silent and listen. I am older and wiser than you. My memories may have gone, but my morals at least are still intact. You left Gallifrey in a fit of pique, and the stolen TARDIS, when your colleagues on the High Council refused to tolerate your arrogance. You selfishly took Susan with you because you felt it might be pleasant to have her company without considering what the departure might mean for her.
You have the insolence to accuse me.
I accuse you of doing these things because I know that I did these things. Whatever your motives, much good may come from your leaving Gallifrey. But try to learn a little humility and remember, you cannot fight evil with evil's methods. The end never justifies the means.
What are you doing, Doctor? What on earth do you think you're doing?
Don't let go of me. I was just about to ask him to draw some kind of map on the ground to show us the way back to the TARDIS.
Ah, that's a good idea, Doctor. But I don't think he's in any fit state to be drawing any maps. We'd better get going before the rest of the tribe catches us. Are you all right, Doctor? For a minute there, you looked a bit odd.
What? Yes, yes, indeed. Thank you, young man. It's just that I've suddenly been given rather a lot to think about.
Well. You learn something new every day. Maybe all isn't lost. Maybe there's still hope for the old rogue yet.
I did say no interruptions.
My apologies, Madam President. Your presence is urgently required in the temporal control room. There seems to be something of an emergency.
Can't they deal with it themselves?
Apparently not, Madam President. Besides which...
Well?
This particular emergency appears to concern the Doctor.
Yes, they usually do.
Madam President, so kind of you to have come. Perhaps I shouldn't have troubled you, but then again, given the extremely unusual circumstances, and since I know you take a particular interest in the Doctor...
Volnar.
Madam President?
I am here. Tell me the problem. Briefly, what has the Doctor done now?
Better perhaps if I show you, Madam President. There.
Is this temporal gobbledygook supposed to convey something to me?
Allow me to simplify, Madam President. This represents the current state of the Doctor's time stream, Madam President, symbolically rendered, of course.
I can follow a simple temper graph, Chief Technician. Please continue.
What seems to have occurred is this. The red segment at the far end of the line curved round until it touched the first blue segment some way along. There was a brief pulse of light as the two lines touched. Suddenly, the red segment separated from the first blue segment and began moving towards the second. What this means, Madam President...
is that the Doctor has made brief contact with his first self and apparently proposes to do the same with the second?
Precisely so, Madam President.
And why is he doing this?
Who can say? The Doctor's motives are often enigmatic, but this seems eccentric even for him. Speaking as a humble temporal technician, the real question is not so much why as how. In normal circumstance, cross-temporal activity such as this is strictly forbidden by the laws of time. Not only is it forbidden, it is also technically impossible, certainly in an antiquated Type 40.
The Doctor's abilities are often surprising. We must remember that he's engaged in cross-temporal activity 4 times before. Once at our request, to deal with the Omega crisis. Again, when he became involved in the game of Rassilon. Once when his 6th self was allowed to go to the rescue of his 2nd. And most recently, when we summoned him back to Gallifrey to deal with the Master's invasion of the Matrix. Perhaps he, or his TARDIS, developed some capability?
On the occasions to which you refer, Madam President, the Doctor had the support, or at least the tacit consent, of temporal control here on Gallifrey. Even in the game of Rassilon, our power was involved, misused as it was. But this activity has occurred with no authorization whatsoever.
Surely, Madam President, the important question is not why or how, but what? What must we, of the High Council, do to restrain this criminal?
I must advise you to moderate your language, Councillor Ryoth. The Doctor is not a criminal. Though he has often been at odds with the High Council, he has, on occasion, served, however briefly, as its president.
Not everyone on the High Council takes such an indulgent view, Madam President. There are those who feel, as I do myself, that the Doctor is a dangerous renegade.
The Doctor is dangerous only to the enemies of Gallifrey. His activities, however unconventional, are usually beneficial in their effect. Moreover, we must remember that he is newly regenerated, and new regenerations are frequently unstable. I want this situation kept under strictest scrutiny. You will continue to observe the Doctor's time stream, but you will not, for the time being, attempt to interfere. Is that understood?
Madam President.
I agree.
By everyone?
Agreed, Madam President.
I wanted to see you about...
Never mind what you came to see me about. What have you got on Councillor Ryoth?
Small-time political conspirator, basically. Suspected links to Goth and Borusa in earlier regenerations. Marginally involved with the Committee of 3, but too low grade to be worth prosecuting. Why the interest?
The Doctor seems to be up to some kind of temporal jiggery-pokery.
I might have known he was involved. Where does Ryoth come in?
Well, he seems to be keen to make as many problems for the Doctor as possible.
Scarcely surprising, is it? He's been on the fringes of 3 major conspiracies, each one foiled by the Doctor. Is he dangerous?
Ryoth? Shouldn't have thought so.
Except...
Except what?
There are rumors of links to the Celestial Intervention Agency.
I see. I suppose it's no use asking what you've got on the agency.
I must confess to being considerably more worried about what they've got on me.
I quite agree, Chancellor Kellner. The President's attitude is deplorably lax. But don't worry, some of us are keeping an eye on the situation. Impeachment is a serious business, I know. But if it comes to that, With all due reference to Madam President's feminine sensibilities, she mustn't be allowed to let her personal relationships endanger Gallifrey.
I totally agree, Councillor Ryoth.
Give me the director, please.
Report.
I came across something curious in temporal control, something concerning the Doctor.
Romans? How did I know that? Hail!
Halt! Hail! I am Pertinax Maximus, Centurion of the 9th.
Hail! I am called the Doctor.
Are you a Roman citizen, Doctor?
Indeed I am. I am an Imperial Legate on a tour of inspection.
Company, General Salute! With your permission, Legate, I'd rest the men for a few minutes. They've had a long march after a hard battle. 10 minutes, no longer. Commissary, bring out the bread and the figs and the wineskins. A handful of food and a mug of wine for each man. If I can offer you refreshment, Legate. Only soldiers' fare, I'm afraid.
It will be most welcome. I seem to have mislaid my servants and my baggage.
Same with us, sir. We lost touch with the main cohort some time ago. We're trying to rejoin them now. It's the mist that does it. That and these cursed hills. They all look alike. It's the mist that does it. It's the mist that does it. It's the mist that does it. It's the mist that does it.